Hello, hi. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Shirley's Thread Work. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Hello, Robin, Becky, Leslie. Hello, everybody. Hello to everybody out there in YouTube land and Facebook land. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Also, I want to say hello to everybody that will be watching the replay. Thank you so much for your support. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Val. Hey, everybody's coming on in. Just come on in, y'all. Come on in, y'all, and enjoy the presentation tonight or the conversation tonight. No presentation, but we will be having fun talking about different things. I want to start off first of all apologizing for switching up the topic. I don't know if you guys are aware, but I did end up switching the topic from what I originally had said I was going to talk about, and that was the color wheel and how to use it when you're selecting fabric, especially for quilting. Um, I was ordering some things from Amazon, and you know how that goes. They said, "Oh, it'll be here such and such a time." Then I got a notification saying it wouldn't be here until late tonight. So I didn't want to risk it that I wasn't going to have my apparatus that I wanted to talk about or show you guys. So I said, let me switch this out. So I got on and switched it out and came up with a different topic. And then lo and behold, would you not know that they sent my stuff on time after I had switched everything up? Then it arrived on time. I said, I tell you what, you just can't win for losing, but that's okay. We'll talk about the color wheel next week. Today's topic, I think, is just as interesting and fun. Um, I was on Facebook and YouTube, and I saw some people talking about different notions and what have you that they were using and where they got them from. And I just thought it would be an interesting topic to talk about it because I have quite a few things that I've gotten in other places other than like a Joann or a crafting store. So I thought I'd talk about it tonight. So that's our conversation for tonight. And join in, add your 2 cents, your 3 cents, your half a dollar, add it in because we just want to explore all of the things that are out here and available to help us out when we are trying to do our crafting, whether it's quilting, sewing, embroidering, sublimating, rhinestones, crocheting, whatever we all do. We do have to have notions. And if we can figure out where to buy them economically and they are useful, then that's a good thing. So we're going to share and talk about that tonight. Hi Joyce, how you doing? How you doing? Who else? Carol, hi, how are you? And you say you spy 2000. Yay, girl. Hey. I hit that mark. I am so happy. And Jenny, hey, how you doing? Jenny, thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. So, who all have I spoken to everybody so far that I see in the chat? I think I have shouted everybody out so far that I see in the chat. And I know I got more people because my number doesn't match the numbers that are in chat, but that's okay. People do come in, people do watch, and I do appreciate that. So, how has everybody been? How have your week been? I tell you, for me, me and cold weather are not friends. We are not friends. I I'm like a bear. When it's the wintertime, I need to hibernate. Go into my little cave and stay in there until spring because I don't like cold weather. Period. I don't like cold weather. Period. I don't care what it is. I don't like the snow, the ice, the cold, none of that. So I think I went out once or twice, maybe this week. and I thought I was going to freeze to death. I tell you, I can't do it. And then every time I look at the weather report, they keep talking about more and more cold weather. What's wrong with what's going on? It's too hot in California. They burning up and it's freezing over here. What's going on? Hi, Latonia X. Thank you for stopping by. I don't think I've seen you before, so welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. And yes, Robin, you said you've been freezing. You need to move somewhere where it's warm. Well, it does. It is tempting. It is tempting. Now, as you guys know, I lived in Florida for about 3 years. My son is still down there, my youngest son. And my husband he definitely wants to go back. I don't. What they experienced this past summer, spring, or whenever that was, this summer, I believe it was, is so devastating. Mm-mm. I put up with the cold before I put up with all that water and wind. Nope. Don't want to do that because that is devastating. That is as bad as being in California with the wildfire because it destroys everything and there's nothing you can do about it. When it's cold, you can put some clothes on or you can stay in. But when you got to try to keep from getting blown away and it's freeze, I mean it's the wind is blowing from the hurricane and all that. So ain't too much you can do about that. But pick up and leave. So I won't be moving where it is traditionally warm weather. I'll just have to deal with layering up and layering up and layering it up in the wintertime and staying in as much as humanly possible. Because I just happen to be one of these people. It does not bother me if I don't get out. I'm gonna just be honest about it. It does not bother me. I can stay inside a whole week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and never set foot outside, and I am perfectly content. It doesn't bother me, so I'm okay. I'm a new viewer coming in for Lost. Say, hey, girl. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. We do appreciate it. I hope you will continue to come and visit me every Tuesday night and look at some of the old videos. I don't know if you have or not. I do have a channel, Shirley's Thread Word. Check the videos out. All of the lives are on there as well as my regular DIY videos as well. So Shirley's, excuse me, Shirley's Thread Work. Check it out. And thank you for stopping by. And oh, I am so sorry. Hopefully, obviously, you're not in this wildfire situation in LA. I feel so bad for the people there. It is so devastating. It is so devastating. So please, everybody, please keep the people that are experiencing the devastation of the wildfires in your prayers. It is not over. That Santa Ana wind is still wreaking havoc on people. People are still losing their homes, and there's quite a few people. I think it's up to 24, I believe, of people that have lost their lives, and so sad to hear that. So anyway, let's keep everybody that's experiencing anything that Mother Nature is throwing up on us. Um, let's pray. Let's pray for to get through this. And Carol, you said you had to, as you shovel snow. I think myself, we don't have hurricanes, and yeah, you're thanking yourself because you don't have the hurricanes as you're shoveling your snow. I get it, I do, because when I was down there, I think they obviously they have hurricane season every year, so I was there for every hurricane season, and I think 2 of the years it was really close, but not to the point where we had to evacuate. And if I had been down there this year, we would have had to evacuate and we probably would have lost a lot of everything because it hit right where we were living. I mean, it devastated. We were living around Tampa, the Tampa area, Pinella Park, um, I can't even think of the place right down the road. But anyway, all of that area is where I was living, and we were in Pinellas Park in Clearwater, and it just tore things up, just tore it up. So yeah, if we had been down there, we would have experienced some devastation and some loss. So it was a blessing we got out of there before that happened. Hi, Marissa. How you doing? Hi, Pearl. How are you? And Latonia, you say you're south of the fires, but you have many friends that have lost their home. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I am so sorry to hear that. But yes, I'm glad that you are safe. Um, and sending prayers to all affected by the fires in California. Robin says. So, as Carol was mentioning, this is celebration night for reaching 2,000. I know when I spoke to you guys last Tuesday, I was at 1,998. I only needed two more people, and I was pretty confident that I would have the two people by the time we got back together tonight, and that did occur. Matter of fact, the very next day, I got the two people that I needed, so I hit the 2,000 mark. So that was my goal for 2024. I only missed it by a few days, a few subscribers, so no big deal. I did reach the 2,000 mark. So we will be having a giveaway. Yay! We're going to have a giveaway tonight, so you all hang in there. I'm not going to do it until closer to the end, so you got to hang in there. And those of you that are watching, the only way you can participate and be part of the giveaway, you have to come into the chat and you're going to have to put the hashtag message in there in order for it to be part of the giveaway tool that does the little running through the number, through the people that are participating, and it picks the people or the person that is the winner. I don't do anything, it's all done with technology. I just put the information in there and hit the button. That's all I do. So, you may be lucky. Hopefully, whoever wins will win. And like I said, you have to be in the chat in order to participate. So I will tell you when I'm ready to do the giveaway, and I will give you guys a few minutes to hop in and put your little hashtag in so you can participate um, before I actually do it. But I just wanted to give you a heads up um, to let you know that's the only way that you could participate. Because I do know I have people watching that never come into the chat, and that's fine. You do you. But in order to participate in any giveaway, you have to be in the chat in order to do the hashtag, so the giveaway tool can read it. And hey, Deborah, how you doing? Thank you for congratulating me on 2,000 subscribers. And that's goal number one. And I'm going to tell you guys up front, I am going to be very aggressive this year. At least that's the plan. That was part of my goal that I talked about at the end of last year, because I want to do, if at all possible, reach 5,000. So I know that's a huge, huge stretch. And it's going to put a lot of pressure on me in order to work and to do the work, to put the content in there in order to hopefully garner that uh, number of people. Some people are able to do it quickly without any, it looks like it's effortless, but it's not. But regardless, that's my goal. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to have more giveaways in between that for other goals that I may have. But right now, I don't have a goal that I have decided to do for another giveaway, but there will be another giveaway coming up in a few months, because I want to do it periodically throughout the year, and you never know when I'm going to do it, but I will let you guys know when I'm getting ready to do it and what goal I'm going to try to reach in order to make it a celebration, because that was the first one that we did last year when I was celebrating the Social Society Soul Alone Crew 1 year anniversary for us getting together. And then now, this year, at the beginning of the year, I'm celebrating reaching 2,000 subscribers. So there will be more. But I do need you guys to help me out to reach that 5,000 before the end of the year, because that's my plan. And Marissa, you say you're 2 hours away from the fire and can't believe the winds that you've been having. I didn't know you were in California, but yes, I'm so glad that you're safe as well. And I do know other people that I've spoken to off and on that's in California as well. And my prayers are going out to you guys too. Yola Bean is one of them that I can think of right offhand. She comes in and out, and sometimes I'm sure she watches in the background. And you're definitely on my mind and in my prayers. I don't know if you're in LA, can't remember. I just do remember that you are in California. So we definitely want to be mindful of those of um, the viewers and our friends that are there. Um, I'm trying to think. I do know a couple of people, some classmates, high school classmates, or schoolmates basically, that live in LA. So I'm praying that they're okay as well. So let me go ahead and get started with what I wanted to talk about. Oh, Val, you say you have family close to the fire zones. Oh, I'm so sorry. Praying they do not have to evacuate, praying for all in the area. Yes, let's put these prayers out. And I do pray that your family and everybody's family and friends are safe, because that is definitely, um, it's so sad. It's so devastating because it's so final. Everything is just gone. I mean, gone. I don't know what else to say. But anyway, back to the subject. So, I know I told you guys that my Joann is closing. Matter of fact, they only have 6 more days before they're shut. The door's shut for good. I went in there uh, yesterday. It was yesterday, and I had not been in there, and I didn't even go in there during Christmas time at all. I had gone in there before Christmas, and it really wasn't anything in there that I needed to get. I had gotten everything I needed. And I knew that they were closing and everything, but I just didn't really have time. And I didn't go in there. So I decided when I went out yesterday to run by there just to see if even if they were still open. And I did. And they are basically bare. But I have to tell you, I was highly disappointed. Not to the point that they were empty, because that was expected. I was disappointed that the things that they did have in there, because it seemed like they had quite a bit of fabric left over, especially a lot of flannel, because they carry a lot of fleece, not flannel, fleece. And they were selling a lot of the stuff by the bolt, which is understandable. Some of the things they did have that you could get by the yard, but it was a minimum of 2 yards, and they cut them in 2 yard increments. You could get either 2 yards, 4 yards, 6 yards, 8 yards, on and on. So it was in 2 yards increment. And the bolts, what kind of disappointed me with that was the fact that they had 2 or 3 different prices on there. And it was extremely confusing to understand exactly how much the boat cost. I actually had to ask a staff person, and it took a conversation of at least 3 minutes before she could actually answer the question, which was what I had figured the answer out, but I wanted to confirm it, because they had, like, this one boat I was interested in. It was 4 yards on the boat. They had a price on there that said $69 some odd cent. Then they had a price on there that said $12.99. Then they had a price on there that said $9.99. And then they had a sign up that said 80% off. So I'm like, 80% off of which one of these prices? Why do you have all of these prices on here? It's just stupid to me. So basically, it was 80% off of the lowest price, $9.99. So I said, well, why couldn't you all just say that? Or just put the price on there, what it is. Okay. It's 80% off. $9.99 per yard is 4 yards. So go ahead and put what that price is because I kind of figured it up in my head. It's going to be right around $6 for the boat, if my math was right. You could have easily put up there the boat $6. Original price $12.99 a yard. How simple is that? And I started thinking about, I said, whoever manages these stores, that's one of the reasons why they're closing because you all don't think straight. You don't know how to market stuff and you don't know how to get people to buy because I wasn't the only one that was confused. And I truly believe that if people could go up and look at the boat because they had it bolted, told you not to rip it apart or nothing. This is how they're going to sell it. If they can go and look at a bolt of fabric and it says $6, $8, $10, $5, whatever, then they would sell quicker because they could look at it and say, oh, okay, I can get this for $5, I can get this for $6, I can get this for $9, and stick it in their basket and keep moving instead of standing up to trying to figure out how much money is this going to cost me. And I was like, that's the reason, one of the reasons why Joann is closing up, because they don't know how to manage business. They don't know how to market because that was a huge marketing blunder. And it's obvious because, like I said, they had a lot of fabric still left over that they only have 6 more days to get rid of. And I was like, okay, whatever. But anyway, went in there and it's bare bones. It's bare bones. So I started thinking about notions because they had a few notions and stuff up in there, and some of them were, they had the signs up 80% off, 90% off, whatever, whatever. But they didn't have the stickers up for all the prices on everything. And you know how people pick stuff up and put it in the wrong spot. So again, you still have problems trying to figure out what something costs. Uh, So I was like, okay, where am I going to get my notions and different things from now that Joann is closed? So I did buy a little fabric out of there. And I left and I went to Hobby Lobby because it's close by. And I wanted to know what they had and how they were selling it and everything. And I spoke to the lady that was cutting fabric. I said, are you guys going to start carrying more things, more notions and things in the store now that Joann is closed? Because Joann is just right down matter of fact, across the street from Hobby Lobby. They're across the street from each other. And I was like, she said, that's a good idea, but I don't know. They obviously haven't said. So notions are on my mind. Came back home, was online looking at different videos and stuff. And lo and behold, video popped up about notions that you can get out the hardware store. And I was like, good topic, because I have some things. I was blessed with some gifts for the holiday, and these things came out the hardware store. And I also have purchased some things on my own throughout my embroidering career that I got out the hardware store. So I said, okay, let's talk about that. So the first thing that I want to mention is for people that sew anything and you do patterns, and I know the old fashioned way with patterns was to pin the pattern to your fabric so you can trace and cut it out, which gets to be time consuming. Plus, you're putting holes in your fabric that you may not want to. You guys may be aware of this and you may have done it. They have weights that you can purchase to do that. And they even have the so tight magnets as well. But these things are expensive. This is a package of weights. And let me see if it doesn't have a name on here. I thought it had a name on here. But I think I got this out of, I believe I got this out of Joann. I'm not sure because I've had them for a while. But um, it's just four of them, four weights, and pretty good. It feels like it's got not sand, but some kind of pellets and stuff in it, and I don't know if it's magnetic. I don't think it's not magnetic, but it's pellets. These things here can cost you $20 just for these little four. I bought them. I don't think I paid 20. I think I used a coupon or something, and I may have paid like $10 for these, and got this long time ago because I saw somebody using it and they suggested it, and of course I got it. That was not a wise thing to do. I was watching a video, and this has been several years ago, and they mentioned go to the hardware store and get you some washers. Washers. They come in different sizes, and they got a good weight to it. I got a whole box full of them. These are the 5/8 inches. Don't know how many in here. Mm. Home Depot is where I got it from. And I mean, I got a whole bunch of them for little or nothing. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but I do know it was a lot cheaper than buying those four little. Here's my box right here, so you can see, and you can get them in all different sizes. You can get them much bigger than this. You can get them smaller. Now, if I buy any more, I'll probably buy a bunch of bigger ones. They're a little bit heavier, but these things are perfect for putting on your pattern and weighting them down. So give that a try if you have not done it. And that comes from I got those from Home Depot, so you can get them Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever you have. And Leslie, you said you got those washers too, and you covered them in. Oh, you covered them. I'm not covering mine in no fabric, but that's a good idea. And yes, you do need to use coupons. Deborah, you said you got the weights in blue from Joann's a couple of years ago, and Leslie, you got the weights from Joann as well. Val, the weights are better than the tuna cans I used to use. I hadn't even thought about that, but that's a good idea too. Can, tin cans of vegetables and bottles of stuff, whatever got some weight to it. And even I don't have one, but a dumbbell for your ruler, 5 pound dumbbell for your ruler. That's something else that you might want to think about because I know if you're like me, even with the creative grid, those things still move, and you can get the little. And I have some, but didn't pull them out. But the little stickers that you can put on the bottom of your Omni grids or some of your other rulers that you may have, and to keep them from moving, but they still tend to move anyway. But put that weight on top of that. That's a good idea. Hi Betty, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Um, Marissa, and you say you've had yours for about 20 years. I haven't had them that long, but that's a good idea. And Kara, you said saw on Sewing Report that there are new or redone Joann's in Great Fall, Montana, which is only an hour from us. Still hope mine won't go away. Yeah, I saw the last sewing report by Jen, and she was talking about more Joann's clothing, and she had my Joann listed on her list this particular time in Owensville, Maryland. And yeah, they are going out. And I did see where she said it was a couple of them that had been remodeled and what have you. So Joann is still trying to exist, but they're going to have to do better, or they're not going to make it. They're not going to make it. I don't know who does their marketing. I don't know who plans things out for them, but I am not impressed. Put it that way. The other thing that I got, now this I got as a gift. Thank you, Leslie. I appreciate it. I wanted one of these. This is a magnetic bowl. I haven't opened it yet, but I'm getting ready to open it now. And this is great for your pins and screws and whatnot that you can have on your cart for your, this is where I'm going to put mine on my cart for where my machine is. And it's not easy to get open, but I'll get it open. Okay, it's a magnetic bowl. This is a 4-inch bowl. They have them in different sizes. And as you can see, it's got the rubber backing. So it's not going to slip and slide around. And you can just stick it on your surface, especially if it's metal, because it's magnetic and it ain't moving. It's going to sit there. And you can put your pins in here, you can put your little screws when you're changing needles and whatever you're doing, you're cleaning out your throat plate and stuff, and you got to take those screws out and stuff. This is a good place to put them so you don't lose them and everything. So this also came out the hardware, and this particular one is brand is Pittsburgh. It's the 4-inch magnetic parts holder is what it's called. It's stainless steel construction, includes a rubber coated magnet to prevent it from marring up whatever you sit it on. So it is a good thing that you can use that comes out the hardware store. So again, thank you so much for my gift. I do appreciate it. I'm going to definitely be using that. Here's something else that you can get at the hardware store. Now, I bought a big pack. I think I had like 6 of these in a package that I bought in 2020, and I still have at least 4 or 5 of them scattered around. Painter's tape. I use this. Inexpensive, and it has so many different usages. You can use this as a straight line guide on your machine. You can use it when you're doing appliques or different in the hoop projects that you need to hold something back instead of pinning it. You can tear this off and tape it on there, and it doesn't leave any residue. It comes off really easy, and you can use it over. I've torn it off and stuck stuff, and I was able to, just kind of stick it on my table and take it and use it again for throughout my entire project before I had to throw it away. That's probably one reason why I still have so much left over. And it's inexpensive. And it's cheaper than buying those name brand tapes like Kinder Bell has this tape dispenser in her tape, and some people are talking about bandage tape and medical tape is what they were calling it and stuff. But get you some painter's tape. Get you some painter's tape. If you've never used it before, go in there and pick you out one. They come in different colors. Don't have to be blue. I just chose the blue ones, and use it. You will not regret the painter's tape. Talking about sticking stuff together and not having to use pens. These glue sticks. Elmer glue sticks. This is the purple. It's just regular glue sticks. You can use this to glue your fabric down, and it washes out. So it works. Inexpensive. You can get it at the hardware store. You can get it out of Walmart. I got these out of these two came out of Joann. So these are well, actually, this one came out of, I believe, can't see the name on it. I believe this one came out of Michael. It's the Recollection. There, I think that's their brand. You can't. I'm sorry. There you go. This one came out of Michael, and this one it says fabric glue stick. This one I got out of Joann, and I've used them. I like these. I do like glue sticks. I use them, but don't think you can't use your Elmer glue sticks. You can, and they're inexpensive, so it is a good idea. Um, Betty, you say you have the magnetic bowl too. Good. And Carol, you find the green frog tape is stickier. It is more expensive though. Okay. Well, whatever is going to work is good. And you're right about the stickiness as far as the painter's taste is concerned. They're not the stickiest, but in a way that's an advantage because you don't have that adhesive that is going to stay on your project. Sometimes you may have to, double tape it or whatever to get it to stick, but I've been able to get it to stick, and I've been using it for the longest. And Leslie, you say you use the tape on your stabilizer to keep them from unraveling. Okay, so you just cut it and tape it. I actually use rubber band. I bought a big old bag of rubber bands, and that's what I use to keep my stabilizers from unraveling. I just stick the rubber band on it and go. And that has worked well for me. So whatever works, but yeah. Um, you use the Elmer liquid glue to baste in someone, and I do have some of that as well. I don't think I've used it yet, but because I do have some basting spray and glue. But see, we buy these things at the crafting stores and we pay a lot of money for it. Where you can go Walmart, you can go Home Depot, Lowe's, you can go True Values or whatever your hardware store is and find something that's going to do the exact same thing for a whole lot cheaper. So that's stuff that we have to keep in mind that you can do. The other thing is another gift. Hey, another gift. This is a screwdriver set. It is a 8-piece right angle screwdriver set, and it has the bits that come with it. And this is good to use to take the screws out of your throat plate on your machine because it gets up under there and it will it will be able to screw it. Now, I haven't opened this, and I'm not going to open it right now because I do have to, full disclosure, I have to admit I have one. And I've been using this for years. My husband bought me this when I first started using my machine back in the back. And he bought this for, well, he bought it for me and showed me how to use it. And I've been using it ever since. And it does come with the different bits and everything. But this is a lifesaver. I use this every time I take the screws off of my throat plate. So you can go to the hardware store. This I don't know exactly where he got it from, but I'm pretty sure it's a he got it at the hardware store because this is a Craftsman. This is a Craftsman. This one is Pittsburgh, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm thinking Leslie, you got this out of Harbor Freight. I'm thinking. But anyway, this is excellent for any of you all that have a machine that you need to figure out how you're going to get up under there and unscrew those little uh, screws up on there that's irritating as all get outdoors to get up under there. That's a good tool. Another one that I bought myself a while back is this cute little screwdriver. It is so cute. I use this for my sewing machine. Not all the time, but I have used this and it is so cute. I think I got this out of Joann. I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is where I got it from out of Joann. But this is really, really cute. But the other one that I showed you, in my opinion, is more practical and it does work. So Leslie says she did get it out of Harvest Freight. So that's another place that you can think about doing your shopping. And you said Crafty Gemini got you into using the washers and the glue. It is a good idea. So if you're not doing it already, do try. Now, here's something else I'm going to recommend, not necessarily out of a hardware store. I ordered these off of Amazon, but these are Clover um, seam rippers, and I love them. This package came 3 in a pack. The other one I think is over there by my machine. I have so many different seam rippers. I have a whole cup full of it on my pegboard, but I use these all the time. I love them. They are sharp and they're they're in my opinion, out of all that I have, these are the best ones. So I do highly recommend Clover. They're not the cheapest, but they're not extremely expensive either. Um, Brushes. I think I had mentioned these brushes before. Now these, I got these out of Harbor Freight, and they're all different size brushes, and I use these brushes a lot to clean my machine out. I also use these brushes as well, and I got this idea from Jeanette, a makeup brush, and I've used this. Now, one of the videos that I looked at the other day mentioned using paintbrush, a small paintbrush that you can get out of the hardware store or Walmart and someplace like that. So just put your thinking cap on and think about the different places that you routinely shop at and think out of the box about stuff that you can be using that you can get from places other than a place like Joann or a crafting store that's going to save you some money. And Carol, you said Harbor Freights has good quarter-inch rope for rope bowls too. So if you're still making rope bowls, which I will be doing, this is my blackberry wine. Oh my goodness, it's so good. I hadn't had it in a while, so I had to have another swallow. Mm, really good. Anyway, check them out. Hi, Danielle. How you doing? You made it back from Richmond. Okay, you dropped your daughter off back at school. Okay, her last semesters. Glad you're back safe and sound. Thank you for stopping in. So, got the tape, got that heat erasable pens. Now, I didn't get this out of a hardware store. I actually ordered these off of Amazon. But I included it, and you will see that I have stuff that I've gotten at a variety of places, but not necessarily at a crafting store. And that was the whole purpose of there's different places you can go. I was so glad because I have all kinds. I have chalk. I have tailored chalk that I have in here that I use, and then I also have some other pens and stuff. But I love this heat erasable pens for fabric. I love them. I don't remember exactly how much I paid for it, unfortunately, but it's 4 different pens. This is a red, a blue, a white, and a black that comes in the set, but it also comes with refills. So that's what I really like about it. And they really work. That's the other thing. You can mark on your fabric, and you don't even have to put the iron on the fabric. You can just hold the iron over it, and it will definitely um, heat up and remove the the mark that you put on there. So I love these erasable pens. If you've not used them before, give it a try, especially if you're doing something that is ironable that you can put heat on. This is perfect because you can mark it however you need to mark it, and it's going to come off with the heat. So that's really, really well. Mhm. And Leslie, you say you go to the $1.25 store for makeup brushes, and HF has rotary. Harbor Freight has rotary cutter blades too. Okay, I didn't know that, but that's good to know. And hopefully they are less expensive than what they would be in Joann. I did get a chance to get some 60 millimeter rotary Ofla rotary blades out of Joann yesterday. They were $32 and some odd cent, but they were 80% off. So I think I paid right at $7 for two, which is a good price because you know those things are not cheap. And I needed some new rotary blades. I don't have one, but I intend to get a rotary blade sharpener. I saw that on a video as well. I don't have one. I did go on Amazon and looked it up, and I stuck one in my cart because uh, that's going to save some money. Now, are they relatively expensive? Now, if anybody got a better idea, please do. Now, I know with scissors and stuff, you can sharpen your scissors with aluminum foil and stuff like that. I've never tried it, but I've seen that that's something that people suggest that you do. But I don't know if that works, and I don't know if that would work for um, for the rotary blades. But I don't know if you guys can see this, but these are rotary blade sharpeners that are in my cart. And Colonial Needle 60 millimeter rotary blade sharpener for $27.74. And then the Colonial Needle 45 millimeter rotary blade sharpener is $24.21. Like I said, I've not, it's in my cart, I haven't bought it. But when I saw it being demoed on a YouTube channel, and they said that they work tremendously where people are not buying blades anymore, I said that's a good idea because these blades are not cheap. Your rotary cutter blade wears out quickly. I found that out making a quilt. You cut out your fabric to make one quilt, you need a new blade. So for those people that are quilters, you need something like this because I can see you running through blades by the dozen um, monthly basis almost, because I know for a fact that when I was doing my quilt, my blade ran out. I mean, got dull very quick, very quick, and it's hard to cut. I have an issue cutting anyway, and it's even harder to cut when you have a dull blade. So you got to keep that blade super duper sharp. And the only way you're going to do that is switch your blade out when it gets dull. Now, if you can sharpen your blade, then you don't have to buy a new blade. And like I said, this particular person that I was looking at on the YouTube channel that mentioned the blade sharpener says she hasn't bought new blades in over 2 years. And she quilts. I was impressed. They're in my cart. I haven't bought them. But if anybody has a suggestion or a way of sharpening blades that is less expensive, please let me know. And Carol, you say, read the reviews on the rotary blade sharpeners. Okay. I decided that might be okay, but they don't seem to get as sharp as a new blade. Better than nothing, but not the magic cure all, apparently. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. I haven't used one. But that's definitely read the reviews and make up your mind because 20 some odd dollars for each one individually is not inexpensive because if you buy the 45 millimeters and the 60 millimeter, you're almost out of $60. So that's not cheap. But if they work, it's worth it because like I said, I bought a pack of two 60 millimeter rotary blades for OFA and the original price out of Joann was $32 just for two blades. And you know how long two blades would last you. Not very long. I bought a set of titanium blades off of Amazon thinking titanium lasts longer, and they didn't. Now, you know, the brand or whatever, uh, I had to switch out the titanium blade far quicker than my expectation was, which was disappointing to me because, again, like I said, blades, they're not inexpensive. So you don't want to be getting rid of blades every project. And I know I have heard or read somewhere where that's the recommendation is you change your blade every project. And for those people that quilt often, that's a lot. Um, Daniel, those Harbor Freight blades don't fit all of the rotary cutters. I use the Harbor Freight blades in my Fiskars or my Cricut rotary cutters. Okay, good to know. Good to know. And Robin, you said titaniums are supposed to last longer. They are. That's why I bought them. But um, I should have realized that they weren't going to be that good because I got a bunch of them and I didn't pay a whole lot of money for it. So I should have realized that, yeah, you get what you pay for. And Danielle, you say you got excited, so now you're back to earth when you realize that the sharpener may not be that good. I don't know. You know, we try. That's all we can do. And Leslie, you say you have Martelli right-handed rotary cutter and the Harbor Freight blades won't work in that cut. I don't think you can put anything in Martelli except for Martelli blades, because I have a left-hand Martelli rotary cutter, and I put another blade in there, and it ain't working. Uh-uh. It ain't working. So I think you have to stick with Martelli. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, Uh, if anybody can use other blades in the Martelli, let us know, please, because I don't know. Like I said, I did put a different blade in my Martelli rotary cutter, and I'm not happy with the results. So I don't even use it. And I was in love with my Martelli rotary cutter when I first got it until the blade got dull quickly and I don't have any more Martelli blades. So I put a different blade in there, thinking a blade is a blade is a blade. Not so. Here is another wonderful gift I got. I mean, Leslie just hooked me up. This came from Harbor Freight as well. And I have a handle for my big 6 by 24 inch um, ruler, but I don't have a blade for my smaller ruler. Uh, I have a what is is this? A 3 by 18, I believe. This is a 3 by 18. I don't know what the brand is. It's generic. And it's a Fisker. That's what it is. It's a Fisker. I'm going to use this on this one. So I am so happy to have this because ever since the accident that Eve had with her rotary cutter and cutting her finger really, really bad, we've all been very leery about using these rulers and rotary cutters. So having a suction cup handle to go on your rotary cutter is an excellent idea. So this came from Harbor Freight as well. And Leslie, you say you use your old, oh, okay, your old rotary cutter blade to cut paper. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't throw, I got a whole box full of rotary cutters. Uh, Maybe I need to start doing that instead of using scissors. Makes sense. What else? Oh, these I got from off of Amazon. It comes in a cute little case. I love it. But and I don't know how many is in here. I think it came with 100 or so. But these are my clips. And these things are so much better than using pens if you can. When you're doing those binding, your hand binding around your quilts, putting needles, putting pins in that thing all the way around, just tears your hands up. Trust me, I tried. It hurts. But if you can clip it and everything, that's going to save you a lot of time as well as finger sticks. So get you a nice, now those wonder clips and all that kind of stuff, I personally don't understand the value or the purpose of getting the quote unquote wonder clips because they are expensive. Because I do have some wonder clips, but I use these 99% of the time because I forget all about my wonder clips. I use those. And Betty, you say you use those clips too. So I got mine off of Amazon. Don't remember exactly what I paid for it, but they weren't expensive. I know that. Hi Margot, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Um, I'm pretty sure all of us had some of these. I like these. These are called tulip bobbin spool savers. Nope, they're not. They're called spool savers. And this comes with the tulip bobbin clamps and the bobbin holders. And then you get the spool savers. I use these, but not like I should because for me, it takes up time to put it on, but it does keep the thread from raveling all over the place, and that drives me crazy. I can't stand that thread hanging down and raveling and all of that kind of stuff. And the Floriani has the little thing at the bottom where you can grab it around and stuff. That's not convenient either. So I don't always use it. If anybody has a suggestion how to keep your thread wound and covered where it's not hanging everywhere, put it in the chat. Let us know. But this is a an option. Put it that way. It's an option. And I'm seriously thinking I have another package, but I'm thinking about getting enough of these to put on all my threads. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. And just discipline myself and make myself wrap my spools up all the time because I have to tell you, all of that thread everywhere drives me crazy. Now, I got that as a gift. Uh, well, I got some of those as a gift. I'll put it that way. I bought some myself and I got some as a gift when I first started embroidering. So I don't know which is which, but I do have quite a few of those. And Betty, you say you got the spool savers free from Joyce. Okay. And Marco, you just getting in from work. Well, thank you for stopping by. Um, Leslie, you said the Madam So had the mini suction cups and you bought them and you saw them in Harbor Freight for a lot less. Yeah. I uh Andrew and I was looking at that tonight before I came on, and Madam So has the suction cup on there, and I don't know if it's a sale or a special or something, but they were $1.99. So, but that's not the regular price. I know that that's not the regular price, but I think she has it in there now with some kind of special for $1.99. But shop around. And Becky, you can use these for holding fabric on your hoop also. Hey Linda, how you doing? The suction cups pull out card dents, but are great for smaller quilt rulers. That suction that strong? Did they pull that out? That's interesting. That is interesting. I wouldn't have thought that. I have the suction cup for the big rulers, and they last for a while, and then they get to the point where they don't want to stick. And even if you kind of wet it a little bit, because sometimes if you wet it, it'll stick. The one that I have two, and one of them, it just doesn't stick. Because I was thinking about even perhaps gluing it on there because I'm not gonna take it off, and I want to be able to use it on my ruler all the time. Hi, Eleanor. How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Aloha. How are you? Are you in Hawaii? I would happen to think. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Let me see what else. This is something else that I actually bought this for my green screen that I had put away. But these would be good to hold your quilt sandwiches together. And you can definitely get these at the hardware store. Bunch of clamps like that, the big clamps. They work really, really well to hold things together. A good grip. And I have seen the big giant clips that they sell for your quilts. And frankly, I don't think that you need to spend that kind of money when you can get those out of a hardware store, a whole bunch of them, and they don't cost a whole lot of money. Yes, the there is an area on the Floriani thread that you can use to put the thread in between here and let me see. It comes off, but you can run your thread. You can run your thread through here, but I don't like it. I really don't like it. It holds it, but I don't know. It's just something about it. I it's not convenient for me. I don't like it, but that does work. It is an option, and I have a whole ton of Floriani, but it's not convenient. It's time consuming to put it in there and take it off, and then the little thing comes off and all that kind of stuff. So, and Leslie, you say you had those clamps for your photography backdrop. Yeah, I got those clamps as well for my backdrop and my green screen that I had and everything. That's where I got those clamps from. But you can also use those clamps to hold your your quilt together because I bought more clamps. I only think I got 4 of them for the backdrop, and I wanted to use them for something else, so I went and I bought some more. So, but those are good. Just think about the big plastic clamps that I've seen, like I think Madam So and some other people have. Those aren't inexpensive. They're good, the thought of it, but you also have to think about the cost. And that's what I'm trying to get people to think about, how you can buy stuff that you can use that's going to be beneficial and save you some money. Hey, Marco, well, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, Jenny, I'm so sorry you're not feeling well. So thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you'll feel better soon, and I'll talk to you later. Take care. Good night. Yeah, thank you so much, Marco. I do appreciate it. You just make my day every time you come on here. Um, oh yeah. This is something else that is a lifesaver right here. This my husband got this for me too. This is a Craftsman, but you don't have to do Craftsman. But I call it a magnetic wand because it stretches out and you can pick up screws with it. That's what I do with it. If I drop a needle or a screw or something, because I have carpet in here, I just get this and I just start moving it around, and you'd be surprised what you find. But it is magnetic, and it picks up needles, screws, pins, all of that kind of stuff. I think everybody needs to have one of these in their little toolbox. So definitely get these. You can get them online. You can get them from the hardware store. They're not that expensive. Like I said, this was something that when I first started embroidering, I was getting all kinds of little doodad gifts. I don't get a lot of doodad gifts anymore. But anyway, this is one of them that was given to me, and I've loved it. Uh, I have a flat one for my pens. Yeah, this is flat. Oh, a flat. Okay. Well, the magnet is here, and I like it because of the wand. I like it because it stretches out like that. So you can reach up under stuff, or you can reach inside of something, or whatever that you need to get that screw or that pin or needle or whatever. But it is very, very handy. This one has a clip that you can wear. I'm not gonna do that, but I keep it in my little tool uh, basket that I keep on my cart back here. But it's something that I always have where I can get to it. Danielle, you said, I revisited threads on spools, purchased long pieces of vinyl netting that is used for thread to hold my thread together during storage. I just cut them to the specific side of the thread spool. You know what? I got netting when I got the Sim thread set. They all came with netting. That's a good idea. Go back to the netting and put your thread in the netting, and that's going to hold it in place. Thanks, Danielle. I think that's a good idea. I might revisit that myself because I tell you, the thread going all over the place works my nerves. It really works my nerves. And I've been trying to figure out what can I do that is going to help me keep the thread together and make it look more neat. And that netting is a good idea. Yeah, that's it. The sim thread netting. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you. Hi, Vanette. Uh, how are you, Vanette Walker? How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, it is. I'm going to get ready to do the giveaway. I'm going to give you guys, it is 12, not 12. It is 9, according to my clock, it is 9:12. 12 minutes after 9, 13 minutes after 9. I am going to give you guys that are interested in it um, 10 more minutes to hop on and get ready for the giveaway. Then I'll let you know what the giveaway wording is, the hashtag, and then we'll go ahead and spin for the giveaway. Hey, my son just hopped on next to you, LLC. How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. And Deborah, you said that you like using the vinyl netting to hold your spool threads. Good. And Eleanor, you purchased the thread huggers on Temu. How much were they, and how many did you get? And do you use them? Do you use them? And Latonia, you say you use the netting that comes with the thread sets as well. I don't use sim thread anymore. My netting came with my sim thread, and I think I still have them in that case. But I'm pretty sure you can buy the netting separate. You can get them for the big spools, and you can get them for the small spools. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Now, this is sold by the yard. This is on Amazon. 40 yards of thread spool net, sewing embroidery thread, net mesh spool saver, and you can get 40 yards for $9.96. Interesting. And then they have some where you can get 100-piece thread net spool savers of different sizes for $7.88. And on and on and on. So they have thread netting, but I think I kind of like the one that is the yardage because you can cut it in the size that you need it in for people that have big spools and little spools and what have you. Uh, and Robin, you said you got 50 for about $2.98 on Temu a while ago. Okay. And Eleanor, you said that you got 100 of the spool huggers for 11.56 from Temu. 100, that's not bad. Uh, and then Danielle, you're looking for the part number for the netting. But yeah, I think the netting is a good idea. I'm going to have to try that. I hadn't even thought about the netting at all because I don't use my sim thread anymore, so I haven't even pulled that out. And yeah, it all depends. Now this one is 20 yards of thread netting of different styles because these are already cut and they are selling it for $9.93. So they do have the netting that you can buy individually, and that's what I was checking to see because, like I said, the netting that I do have came with my thread, and I've not bought any separate, but now that I see you can buy them separate, um, they have some that's plastic. I don't know if I want plastic. And then, of course, they have the huggers. This has 100-piece thread huggers for $13.99. And Temu had it for $11.56. So a couple of dollars savings. With that being said, I probably would get it from Amazon because I've never bought anything from Temu. I don't really know how that ships. I know that people have their different thoughts about Temu, and every time I've decided to buy something from Temu, I put it all in my basket and then change my mind. I just haven't jumped off that cliff yet. But I'm a Prime member, so I do know for a fact that if I buy something that's Prime off of Amazon, I don't have to pay the shipping, and that part I really like. So if it says it's $13 or whatever, then that means I'm paying that 13 plus tax. I'm not paying 11 plus tax plus shipping. And Eleanor, you said your first huggers came from Amazon. My first was a gift, and I don't remember. I have bought some because I think I had 2 bags, and obviously I only did 1 bag, but I had 2 bags. So I I think it came from Amazon. I'm not sure. And Eleanor, you said sometimes you can get good deals that are cheaper. You also use the netting on the bigger spools. Yeah. I am so glad, Danielle, you mentioned netting because I had totally forgot about the netting. I was just puzzling my brain around trying to figure out what can I do to get rid of these threads hanging all over the place. It's driving me crazy. And the thread huggers are okay, but I just don't like putting them on and taking them off. I'm lazy. I'm lazy. I'm just be honest about it. I don't want to be fiddling around. I want to take it and put it down, put it up, whatever. The netting you can just keep on your thread. You don't have to take it off, put it on, take it off, put it on. So you just use it. That sounds more like a plan to me. More like a plan. So we're getting close to time to do the giveaway. So you guys that are watching out there in YouTube land and Facebook land, if you want to participate in the giveaway, I suggest you hop right on in right now because I'm looking at about 25 people on here. So come on. Marissa, you said you've already put 3 things in your Amazon basket. I ain't telling nobody to spend no money. But I did want you all to see the stuff that I use that are good idea. Uh, Another stuff I mentioned before is the purple thing. Now I know you can get a whole bag of these off of Amazon, and I have a bag full. I don't know where they are. I think it's about 10 or 12 of them in there. Very inexpensive, and this is what you can use in substitute for stiletto. Which this is. Well, this is not a stiletto, but it can be used as a stiletto. I have a stiletto somewhere, small stiletto. And when I saw the word stiletto, I was like, what is a stiletto? I don't even know stilettos for shoes. And then I found out that it's basically just a little pointing apparatus. I thought it was in here. It is not. Anyway, I use my purple thing. I love it. It holds down your fabric. It smooths it out. You can use it to push out the corners and all that stuff. The other thing that I use is a good pair of chopsticks that you get when you buy your Chinese food. I always keep me some chopsticks. So if you get you some chopsticks, save you a pair. Don't get rid of them. Keep them because this is a wonderful tool that you can use to push out your corners and stuff and don't poke a hole in it. Also, this is another tool that you can use to uh, point to get the edges out and everything. You can score with this and all of that. I have a couple of these that I use. And here is a presser where you can press down your seams and stuff. Now, these things, not necessarily out of the hardware store per se, but you can definitely get them off. You can get some of them out of Walmart, or you can get them off of Amazon. So shop around at the price because sometimes they can be pricey, um, especially in Walmart. I've seen some things in Walmart that should not have cost what they were charging, but just shop around. So I think that's pretty much all of my little tools and stuff that I have up here that I wanted to, and I know I got more. I'm pretty sure because over time, I've collected stuff. Rulers, you can get rulers at the hardware store, and you can probably get them a lot cheaper than out of the craft store like Joann. And when I say rulers, I mean like your 36-inch ruler, or your 12-inch ruler, or something like that. I'm not talking necessarily about a quilting ruler, but just a straight ruler that you need because we all have to have straight rulers. I have a 36-inch ruler, and I definitely have a metal 12-inch ruler because I use that sometimes to cut paper and what have you. Then you have your paper cutters and stuff like that. And you can definitely get these out of Walmart or you can get them at the hardware store. And I like the metal ones because when you're cutting with your rotary cutter, I have had plastic ones, and trust me, I have cut my plastic rulers. So I like to use my metal rulers. And I get that. I think I got that one out. I think I got it out of Walmart. I'm not sure. Um, yeah, it's called the purple thing. What is the purple thing name called? It's called the purple thing. Yep, I didn't say that just to say it's a purple thing. That is the name of it. When you go online looking for it, go into Amazon, whatever. Just put that purple thing in there, or the purple thing, one of the two, and it comes up. That is the name, the purple thing. It's fun, and I found it. Purchased them on 2022 new bra thread, handy thread nets, 100 piece. Nine. Okay. So that's what Dania purchased her netting off of Amazon. If anybody's interested in it. And Leslie, you say you got some pretty chopsticks when you visited your son when you lived in Japan from their dollar store. Good. The what is it? The Daiso dollar store in Japan makes ours look like a junk store. Well, yeah, ours is a junk store. If you want to hear the truth. Linda Dawn, I have a friend who just got back from Japan. Didn't think about having her look for me some supplies. Yeah. Anytime you travel somewhere, always check out if you are into crafting. When you travel, even if you're not traveling out of the country, if you travel to another state or somewhere, check out their craft stores and stuff and see what they got. You'd be surprised. They may have something you've never used before, or you can't find at home, or you may get a good bargain. And it's always nice to have like a little souvenir stuff or something where you can say, "Oh, I got this from such a place." So that is a cool idea, but a beautiful, uh, uh, um, beautiful chopsticks. I'm sure is a treasure. And Marissa, it came up the purple thing. Yep, that's what it is. That's the name of it. I saw this several years ago, obviously, and they said the purple thing, and I did the same thing. What the heck is the purple thing? And they said that's the name of it. Looked it up, and bam, there it is, the purple thing. So whoever came up with that was very creative because you're not going to forget that. It is called the purple thing. And it is very versatile. It's got a little curved tip and then it has this flat end on the other end, and then it also has this little groove here where you can put like a thread or something thin, and then use it to pull through if you're trying to, you know how we use safety pins and pull things through. So it's very versatile that you can use it. And like I said, I have several of these on my cart back here that I keep. So when I'm sewing, this reminds you not to stick your fingers up there because people do get. I've seen so many people say, "Oh, I got," and I've been stuck with a needle. I've sewn my thumb with an industrial sewing machine years ago when I worked in a sewing factory. I've worked in a sewing factory years and years ago, and I sewed my thumb with an industrial sewing machine. That probably went all the way through. They literally had to get pliers to pull the needle out. That hurts. Trust and believe me, that hurts. You do not want to sew your hand at all. So a stiletto, a purple thing, and what I like about this is plastic. The stilettos are usually the wood or metal, and I think it would give more damage to your machine. If the needle for some reason was to hit this, I think you would get less damage. Not to say you wouldn't get some, because you would, but it would cause less damage hitting this versus hitting a metal or wooden stiletto. You don't want it to hit anything. But this is definitely a saver as far as coming down to uh, smoothing out your fabric and holding down the fabric or whatever. You didn't pin it, you didn't tape it, and you have the applique laying down and you don't want it to move, and you can just take the purple thing and just kind of hold it down till the stitches come across. That's what I do. And I use, like I said, I have several of these on my cart and I use it all the time. Purple thing. Okay, I think everybody has decided who's going to come in has come in. This is what they call a hemostat, and I use this to grab my needles. It clicks shut and then it opens. Clicks shut and then it opens. And you can grab your needles. When I'm threading, when I'm changing my needles, I use this with the little screwdriver that comes with it. And this is what I do to grab stuff with. So it's a hemostat. Now I got these from, excuse me, I think I got 2 or 3 of these from Madeira, but you don't have to get them from Madeira because I don't even remember what I paid for them. You can get these off of Amazon, and you probably can find these in a hardware store. I would venture to say you could find something similar to this in Walmart and a hardware store. So look for this. But these work really well to grab your needles. You don't want to drop them, and you're just trying to thread your machine and stuff. And that's what I use this for. Um, okay, I am going to get ready to go ahead and do the giveaway. And so I'm going to go ahead and put this up. Hopefully you can see it. The giveaway tool. And this is what I also, if you know a nurse who doesn't mind, can give you a pair of the hemostat. Yes. And those are great because they have the coating on the tips, right? And that's what I like about it too. They do. Let me tell you what I need you to put into hashtag. Everybody that wants to participate in the giveaway need to go right now and put hashtag yay 2025. Hashtag YAY 2025. Exactly like that. Hashtag YAY 2025. Go ahead and put this in your there you go, Danielle. That's exactly how it needs to be. Becky, everybody that wants to participate, go ahead and put hashtag yay 2025. So I'm going to wait a few minutes and till I think everybody has put this in before I go ahead with the giveaway. Linda, you did it capitalized. I don't know if that's going to be a problem or not. Uh, you might want to go back. There you go. Same thing with you, Betty. Don't capitalize it. Just put it just as you see it scrolling by. Where do I get the purple thing? I bought the purple thing off of Amazon. You can buy a whole little bag full, about a dozen of them in a bag, and I think it costs you $6, $7, something like that. Kim, everybody, if you don't mind, because I want to make sure you're not going to get excluded, put everything in lowercase. Everything lowercase. Hashtag Yay 2025. If you put it exactly the way it's scrolling across the screen, then I will feel comfortable that you're not going to get excluded from the giveaway tool seeing you. So if you've already put it in with capitals, go back and do it again with it being lowercase letters. I don't think it's going to matter, but I don't know that for a fact because it's a computer. And you know computers can do stupid stuff. So go ahead and correct it, Kim. I see where you corrected it, Betty. Go ahead and correct it, Kim, because I don't want you. And hi, how you doing, Kim? Thank you for stopping by. I don't want you to miss out on anything. So I am going. It's 9:35. I'm going to give you guys another couple of minutes. So 9:37. Hopefully everybody that wants to participate will be in there. And Latonya, you just have the hashtag. You got to go back and do hashtag Yay 2025 without all lowercase. Hashtag Yay 2025, all lowercase. More like the capitalization of a password. Don't capitalize it, Kim. Everything's lowercase. Lowercase, small letter, not big letter. Latonya, you got the big letter. Put it down. Hashtag small YAY 2025. Lowercase. Hi, Nicodemus Harding. How you doing? I'm waiting on Kim and Latoya to fix theirs. I want to make sure that I know you guys are trying, and I want to make sure that you put it in correctly because I don't want you to miss out. You can see you can see the chat. Good. And thank you. This is a giveaway that I'm doing. There you go, Latoya. You got it. You got it now. So Kim, get yours fixed. After we do the giveaway, I'll let you know what I'm giving you. I'm letting it be a surprise. Daniel, using the hemostat clamp is a good idea to hold the needle. I was using pliers, but I like this idea. But yes, the hemostat works well because it's easier to maneuver. Much easier to maneuver. Kim, I didn't see yours come through with the hashtag Yay 2025 lowercase. Kim corrected hers above. Okay, good, Linda. So everybody, it is 10:37. I am going to go ahead and start collecting now. Good. Okay. Why is this not working? Hold on. It's sharing. I got to go to my other screen. Oh, I know why. There it is. Now, watch it draw. I got 17 entries. There we go. Hey, Betty, you won. Betty is the winner of the giveaway, and the giveaway is for reaching 2,000 subscribers. And that is the celebration. So, Betty, you won. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm so glad. Betty is the winner. Okay. There we go. So now we know who the winner is. So now I will tell you what you have won, Betty. You have won a Madam So project bag. Madam So project bag. This is a big, nice bag that you can put all your, when you're doing a project, you can put your fabric, your thread, your stabilize, everything that has to do with that particular project that you're doing. When I use it, if I'm doing something with applique, I have my all my fabric, everything that I want to use for that particular project. You can put it in this bag. You can hang it up. You can. They sell them in packs or individual at Madam So. Also in this bag, you will find. It's got the two pockets, the big front, the big pocket, and then the front pocket. And in your front pocket, you can label it what your project is, and also there is a coupon that comes with it. And thank you for being part of the Madam So family. And it is a coupon in there to buy some more stuff. So I will be sending this out to you. I'll get your address and I will be mailing it to you. So this is the prize for tonight's giveaway. So much for participating, you guys. Thank you for so much for supporting me. I was so happy to be able to reach that 2,000 subscribers right around the time I was hoping to do so. I didn't get it before midnight of New Year's Eve, but that's okay. I think I got last week was the 7th. I got my 2,000 on the 8th. So I was just 8 days late. That's all. No big deal. No big deal. 1 week late, but I got it. And thank you so much. Hey, SK. I do appreciate the support because I mean 2,000 is not a lot. That's true. You know, people have tens of thousands, hundreds, what have you, at some point in life. If I live long enough, who knows, I might too. But it's not easy. Just stop and think. 2,000 people have decided they want to be part of my community. Now, I have videos that have 11 and 12,000 views. So it's not like I don't have people actually supporting and tuning in and watching what I do. The difference is whether or not you watch my videos versus subscribe to my channel. And, you know, I don't want to get on a soapbox, but subscribing is free. It doesn't cost you anything to hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything to hit the like button, the thumbs up. These are the things that support the channel and makes the channel grow. And when the channel grows, I'm able to do more things like this, giveaways and stuff. I want to get to the point where I can give really nice, expensive giveaway gifts. There are people that are able to give away mighty hoops. Some people even give away embroidery machines. I mean, they're up there and they can do that. I'm not there yet. Everything that I'm doing comes out of my pocket. So I'm doing, I want to support my audience because you guys support me. And that's why I do it. It makes me happy. But I am saying I do need to support. And my goal for this coming year is to hit the 5,000 mark. And I'm hoping and praying that I will be able to get at least 5,000 subscribers this year. More is even better. I want to get to the five figures. I really want to get at least to the five figures. If I don't make it to 100,000, that's okay. I started late. What can I say? But if I can get to the five figure subscribers, I will be a happy soul. I think I will feel like I have definitely accomplished something. And I'm going slow, and it is what it is. But again, I do want to thank you guys for the support. That's why I wanted to celebrate the reaching 2,000 subscribers with you guys with a giveaway. I will be having more giveaways throughout the year, and I will have goals that I will place in order to facilitate the giveaway. I don't know what the next giveaway goal is going to be yet. Hadn't thought about it. And I certainly don't know what the gift will be, but I will definitely try to make sure it's something that somebody can use and that they like. And I'm really happy, and I think and hopefully uh, uh, think that Betty, you're going to enjoy using your your Madam Soul project bag that I'm going to send you. And what I'm going to need you to do, Betty, is email me your address. Yeah. No, you don't have to email. You know how to reach me. Don't worry about it. We communicate with each other, so we know how to reach each other. So you can just communicate with me tomorrow and give me your address and everything. So let's do it that way. I'm not going to do the email and stuff like that with you. So that'd be good because as you guys saw, this was fair and had nothing to do with it. But Betty and I communicate with each other, so we know how to reach each other. So just call me and I can get your address and I'll go ahead and send your gift out to you. Oh, and thank you, Linda. Um, and thank you, Kara. I do appreciate it. I try to do um, a good job. I know I need to do more. It's not easy. And I do have to let you guys know there is going to be some ebbs and flows this year because I've mentioned it before. I will be moving this year. Actually, I will be moving in March. I've already put my notice in for my lease. I'm not, I'm moving. So I will be moving in March. And with that being said, I know there's going to be a little ebb in the videos and what have you. Don't know what they're going to be. I want to keep my Tuesday nights. I don't want to miss any of them if at all possible. I don't want to, and I think I can manage that. What I know probably will suffer the most would be some of the DIY channel videos because I got to pack stuff up, move, unpack stuff. So that takes time. As far as the Tuesday night video, as long as I have access to my computer, then you and we can talk. We can chit chat. We can do all kinds of stuff because I can, communicate that way. So hopefully there won't be any interruptions or anything in regards to the Tuesday night wind down Tuesday. I'll be keeping you guys updated on the move, where I'm moving, the whole 9 yards. Right now, I'm not spilling any beans on that yet, but What I do know for a fact is that I will be moving. Ah, Carol, are you moving because you're losing your Joanne in your name? Yeah, I'm mad. I'm losing. They closed my Joanne, so I gotta get out of here. That would be a good reason to do that, but no, that's not it. But that was pretty good. That is a good reason to move though. Y'all shut my Joanne down. But you know they shutting down Joanne's. I'm just hoping they don't close them all. The one that I visited in Fort Myers, Florida, last year in May when I visited my son, I fell in love with that one. I said, "This is cool. This is what reminded me of the Joann that I used to go to when I lived in Florida in Clearwater. They had one in Clearwater that I went to all the time during the pandemic. And I loved that one. It was nice and big and during that time, it was well stocked and everything like that. So it was a joy to go to. So when I visited last year and my son took me to Fort Myers and I went to the Joann there, I was like, oh, okay, reminds me of what I'm used to because the Joann that's currently here that's closing, I can understand why it's closing because it had nothing in it. It was not a very good Joanne. It was not well stocked. It was not well kept. It just was not performing well, and one of the reasons why it wasn't managed well. So that's unfortunate, but it did serve the purpose, some of the purpose that I needed. But I did find out that um, okay, Betty, I got your stuff. Thank you for dropping that in there. So she's already given me her address and stuff. So I'm gonna get this out to you. Okay, but anyway, I noticed that the fabric was not moving, that every time I would go in there, it would be the same fabrics. And like I'm looking for a project and I'm looking at the exact same fabric that I look at every time I come in here. You don't have anything new. So I'm scrounging around trying to figure out, okay, what to buy to make this project with because this fabric looks the same. And it was, not interesting. They weren't rotating anything. It was just not um, and then sometimes like zippers and stuff I needed, they didn't have. It was not fun going in there. So with them closing up, even though convenient and I can get in there and I can get my SF 101s and I can get different things that I routinely was used to going. If I needed a fat quarter, I can go in and hopefully find the fat quarter color I wanted or whatever. Those things were convenient. My Hobby Lobby that, like I said earlier, it's across the street from the Joann. It it was also, or it is also a good option. They have things in there, but it's not a fabric store. It's a hobby store, so it has a whole array of stuff. So it didn't put a lot of emphasis on their fabric department. So it doesn't have everything. So no, Carol, I'm not moving because they're closing my Joann, but that's a good reason to do that. I am moving because I'm ready to get, hopefully, we're going to find something bigger. That's the main reason to find something bigger because I'm bursting out of the seams in this little room right here and I need more space. If I'm going to grow my channel, I want to be able to do more things. And I can't do what I want to do in such a confined space and do it conveniently. Can it be done? Yes. But it can't be done the way I want to do it to make it convenient. And so that's one of the reasons why um, I'm moving. And I'm looking at the clock. I'm seeing it's getting close to 10. I do want to uh, message a little bit to the Social Society So Long crew. We meet every Wednesday night. Kim said, "Don't move to LA." I'm not moving to LA. Trust and believe me, I ain't moving to LA. Oh, and Danielle said, "Me too, hanging around y'all. I have more stuff than that." Yeah, because you just bought a bunch of stuff, Danielle. I know you did. You got to tell me what all you done bought, because I know you just bought a bunch of stuff the other day. um, but what I was gonna say to Robin, Danielle, and Leslie and Val, and who else is on here that's part of the So Long? Becky, Danielle, Deborah, Joyce. My husband is having surgery tomorrow, and I don't know what made them decide they want to do it in the afternoon. So he's going in pretty late, which means I may or may not be able to come on tomorrow night. Don't know. I'm not going to 100% sit here and cancel it, but stay tuned for a text from me, because if I see that it's not going to be where I can get on, and I know you guys going to say, well, don't worry about it. Don't come on. You got to tend to your husband. That is true. But if he stays overnight in the hospital, I'm not staying overnight in the hospital. I'm coming home, and if I come home, then I can come home, because I'm not going to be taking care of him anyway. So that's the reason why I'm not going to out and out cancel it. But I will let you guys know um, tomorrow, obviously before the 7 o'clock hour. So I'll let you guys know. But yes, he is having scheduled for his surgery that he should have had a year ago. But I ain't gonna go through that right now. It's not his fault. Not his fault. And thank you so much, Carol and Robin. And but I will let you guys know. Pass the word on to Taisha and whoever else is not on here. I think Taisha's the only one. Yeah, that may be hopping in, and hopefully she's doing okay. But I will keep you guys posted and let you know. Like I said, if for some reason I'm not going to be able to come on tomorrow night, I will definitely let you guys know. But I'm anticipating being able to do so, because, like I said, if they keep him overnight and I come home, What else am I going to do? I won't be tending to him, so I might as well come on and tend to you guys. Thank you guys for all the prayers. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Margot, for the super chat. I do appreciate it. Thank you to everybody that participated in the giveaway. Hopefully you had fun. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, and I'm glad that I figured out how to work the thing where you guys can actually see it, uh, the process and how it goes. I think it's fun, and I will be having more uh, giveaways, because I enjoy doing that, and I think you guys like it as well. And yeah, giving God to the praise for what He is doing and going to do, and looking for a praise report. Thank you so much, Margot. I do appreciate it. And I will, of course, let you guys know how things went when I come back next Tuesday. And I anticipate everything is going to go well. And I do appreciate all the prayers that you guys are sending up right now for his speedy recovery and everything. And hopefully it will all go well with him and the process. I just hate that they're doing it so darn late in the day. It's just stupid to me. Because I told him, I said, you do know you have to be NPO after midnight, therefore cannot eat or drink after midnight, and therefore you're going to be hungry. You're going to be thirsty more than anything. I said, you can deal with not eating, but dog blast it. Dealing with the not drinking part for me would be very difficult, because you're talking about being dry. You're going to be dry. And thank you, Andrea. Appreciate it. And Marissa, everyone have a great night and week, and happy Martin Luther King Day also. Yes, because we won't see each other before Martin Luther King holiday. And you all know that's that inauguration day as well. So, and they said they didn't tell him to drink plenty of water. I told him to drink plenty of water. I told him today, I said, you need to fill up on water so you don't get too thirsty and dehydrated since you got to go so long without drinking or eating anything. So, men are hard headed. Whether he does or doesn't, I don't know. But I did advise him to do just that, Andrea. I did. I did. But yes, to everybody, happy Martin Luther King Day. Um, have a great and wonderful weekend till we see each other again next week, if it's the Lord's will. You guys take care. Don't forget the thumbs up. They're very important. Please do the thumbs up and tell people about my channel. Encourage them to come and watch me. Encourage them to hit the thumbs up, like button, and the subscribe button. Get me on the road to getting to that 5,000 number. And you guys put in the comment or on my YouTube channel in the comment area there things that you want me to talk about. Help me out this year. Help me out. Give me some suggestions. I need some suggestions because that's going to help me to be sure that I'm going to be talking about things that are interesting to you guys. And so, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and say good night to everybody. Thank you so much. And I will be talking to you guys later. You guys take care. Thank you so much. Night.